Okay, hello bot. Bot appeared 49 seconds and a bot appears. So let's take a rest. For that spider it would be good to have actually what? No, that's not accepted. Fuck you.
Let's move already.
I will help where I can.
Search for the beauty with your heart, not your eyes.
I'm losing my temper.
I'm all ears.
Together we stand.
I'll watch your back. You are my favorite aide. Open your heart to me.
Inimosi travisi. Inimosi travisi. Inimosi travisi. Inimosi travisi. Aparane sentes.
Meditate on your mistakes. Might make you feel better.
Oh, yes, what?
My will is resolute.
Hmm.
suffered enough.
I'm always open to ideas. What's on your mind? I wonder.
Rely on me.
Are we ready to move out?
All what I'm doing is wrong. Still, I'm tired. If I'm just doing those things, it's fuck you, piece of shit. Again, I did it wrong. Again.
Let's move already.
It was 5, now it's 4. No, I think for today it's enough because I'm just doing such things that it's
You require my unbiased
just
opinion?
misclick after
Are we
misclick.
ready to move out?
I require rest.
The goddess protects us.
Again. Again, I'm doing it wrong.
Search for the beauty with your heart, not your eyes.
I will help where I can.
Only now. Fuck you for the third time.
They will not expect my strike. Oh, yes, what?
Together, we stand.
Thanks, man. You're so awesome, man.
All this waiting bores me.
Again, it's wrong. It should have been 5 magic missiles, not 4.
Rely on me.
I'll watch your back.
Idiot rolls 1.
Aren't we in trouble yet? I'm curious. Yet another obstacle. You crossed the
Okay, he's used his petrifying eyes.
You won't survive me. Endure this. Tito.
That's it. So secret first and skeletons. He will use his petrifying look for skeletons, and then he can be killed. So on unfair, it's easy thing, but should be used with skeletons. Now we can, as long as
All ears.
there are still buffs, let's hunt for those disgusting rocks.
Doubt is the heart's greatest challenge. What's over there? Tread lightly. Quiet steps. Weapons ready. Make every strike count.
Critical hit, good land, 3 critical hit, 2 critical hits and 10 for team. No true seeing, nothing. Not even the greater invisibility or nothing.
Quiet steps. Weapons ready.
If I attacked them with all my party and skeletons, we would have killed them. I don't have any doubt.
Crossed the wrong mongrel. Did we step on their toes as well? Survive me. I'll see to your request. Quiet steps. Weapons ready.
But Spider was
Endure
reasonably
this.
easy.
Yet another obstacle. Quiet steps.
In Dresden, I'll be killing those rocks easy.
Quiet steps. Weapons ready.
Make every strike. Did we find trouble? No, they did.
Minus 28. Line just hits them like hell. I failed the UMD check in Canabres, so that rock wasn't killed
Tread lightly.
because it didn't appear.
Quiet steps. Weapons ready.
You've crossed the Did we step on their toes as well? What's that noise?
Quiet steps.
What's that noise? It's Camellia farted.
I'll see to your request. You won't get another rise to me.
Now one missing all the time because of mirror image, but it was before mirror image also. Maybe now I can kill him.
Quiet steps. Weapons ready.
Did we find trouble? No, they did.
11 HP he has.
Quiet steps.
I think this confusion spell is useless.
What's over there?
Quiet steps. Weapons ready.
Endure. Did we step on their toes as well?
Quiet steps. Weapons ready.
Tread lightly.
He'll be missing now.
Steps. Weapons ready.
Yet another obstacle.
Quiet steps. Weapons ready. What's that noise? Quiet steps. Weapons ready.
Make every strike count. Did we find trouble?
Okay, killed.
They did.
90 XP for that rock. But that's how we get those levels. I think I need
I'll see to your request.
to put all the party there already.
The world has suffered enough.
You can trust me.
Together we stand.
Battles await. Head on!
Now I will use my
I was never good at stealth,
my wizard.
but I'll try.
I lead. You follow.
He should kill another rock, and one will finish the third one.
Onwards!
Ah no, he can't kill another rock because he doesn't have
Straight from the shadows.
resources anymore. Are you going, you fucking idiot?
None shall escape!
Nothing. Spell resistance problem. Need more spell resistance.
Move out! Let's strike from the shadows. Spell's not working again. Cut them to pieces!
Same story. He rolls even less. He needs to roll at least 9. No, it's not interesting. Magic missiles would work.
Head on! I am superior!
Only 9. No, that's ridiculous. A lot of magic missiles would do the job.
I lead. You follow. None shall escape!
Only 5 damage. No, it makes no sense to run like that. I will send Lan.
mysteries left. What a nightmare. Anything new?
I'm losing my temper.
Weapons ready. Meditate on your mistakes. Might make you feel better.
I was never good at stealth.
What's over there?
No haste, no buffs.
Tread lightly.
You've crossed the
Did
wrong
we step on
mongrel.
their toes as well?
I need to take a rest. It will be faster.
Quiet steps. Weapons ready.
I'm always open to ideas.
Again, she rolls one fucking bitch. But as I don't scam, that's okay.
Are we in trouble yet?
Rely on me.
Are we ready to move out?
The goddess protects us.
require my unbiased opinion.
A bright future awaits us.
Doubt is the heart's greatest challenge. I'll see to your request. You won't
Get another
survive me.
Minus 74 HP in one go.
Quiet steps. Weapons ready.
About 55%. 45%. About 45%.
Endure. Did we find trouble? They did. Make every strike count.
Yeah, mirror image of course is a serious thing. True seeing would help him, of course.
What's over there? Quiet steps. Weapons ready. Did we step on their toes as well?
Minus 25. Not bad one, not bad. Without greater visibility, without true seeing, without haste. It's not a bad result.
Quiet steps. Weapons ready. You've crossed another obstacle. Tread lightly. Quiet steps. Weapons ready. You won't survive. Did we find trouble? They did. Endure this.
It's time to take to take more greater visibility, I think.
What's that noise?
What's that noise? Camellia farted.
Steps. Weapons ready.
No, it's Zosil farted. Zosil farted. To show his respect for the eternal rose.
I'm always open
I'll send you a request.
Make every strike count.
On their toes as well.
Your performance is lacking. You are lacking.
It's a stunning screech, very dangerous. If Lan is stunned, then it's over. Hello? Oui, oui, hello.
I'm curious. What's over there? Tread lightly.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel. Yet another obstacle. You won't survive me. Meditate on your mistakes. Might make you feel better. What's that noise? I'll see to your request. Quiet steps, weapons ready.
I'm curious.
Endure this. Did we find trouble? No, they did. Make every strike count. We step on their toes as well. Another obstacle. Tread lightly. What's that noise? Quiet steps, weapons ready. You've crossed the wrong trouble. They did. I'll see to your request.
Let's move already.
Steps. Weapons ready. Are we in trouble yet?
I think that's the last one. The last try. The last attack, I mean.
You won't survive their toes as well? Endure this! What's over there? Make every strike count. Hit another obstacle.
That's it. 270 for 3 of them. I mean XP.
Tread lightly.
Location is done. $2,816 we need.
All this waiting bores me.
Pity I didn't get that bow. It's 11,000 for that bow.
A success worthy of praise.
Because I failed athletics, and as a result the bow is not there. 11,000 for that bow. Could have bought a lot of things with that. That's what happens if you don't save scam.
I lead, you follow. Onwards!
What a discovery.
Aha!
Move out! Head on!
I know I have it. I have it. Yeah. So it's not so bad after all. Goran's again is open now, and Heaven's Edge. That we cannot. Archers. $42. That's great. $70,000. Yeah, yeah, but let's say Lan did like 90% of it, maybe even more. The only thing we fought together, Weska Wars Queen and the Spider. So Those two things we were fighting together. It was a teamwork. All the rest Lan did alone. So, and there is just no other way to do it without risking reloads. So, but so it's 1 hour now, and before I think like it took 2 hours and a half. 2 hours and a half it took for Hyper Smile. I wonder, Nani, why I don't see you like like someone who is watching the stream, because I have here number one. Number one, it means one viewer, but that viewer is a bot. Why isn't it showing you? I'm just surprised. I tried confusion. I tried confusion on when I was fighting Babaos, and Babaos were confused. But I also touched my own party. They were also confused and started hitting each other. I think confusion is really not useful. I really don't see any application. Because of course mobs will be confused, but they will continue attacking you. That's it. Same story. Best jokes, how many times you have to use it before it works. Confusion is good as far as they roll those numbers between 26 and 75. Or even that one, like 2650, that's the best. Does nothing but babble incoherently. That's the best, 2650. This is not good because actually they attacking my own party. They can attack each other, but they'll be attacking my own party. So, okay. So those two things are the best. Exactly. If it's buffed, then it's can be useful. But so far, what is it? It's 22 DC. Okay, 22 with ambuscading spell, it's 24 actually. So it's 24, and with that thing minus will, it's 25. So that's 25. With DC 25, you won't do much. Their will is from 13 till 15. So in order for that to work, they need to. It's solid if you reload. If you reload, yes, it will work. but we need to raise. I don't think I will profit from that school before Act 3, but I will try to use it on Gargullias, because Gargullias they will be at the distance. Problem is that it's only 10 feet, I think, range. No, not that one. That one. Okay, 15, 15 feet, but 15 feet it's not much. But Gargullias have very low will. Yeah, yeah, Enchanter should pick it up, but uh, before he picks what he'll be doing. That's actually was also my point, to take the character which won't be useful, which won't be useful very long time. So it makes it really challenge. So I can be creative. Idea was to be creative. Tanks, of course, make things much easier. Or or mercenaries. Imagine if I've taken now mercenary. It's just enough to. It's enough to replace, for example, Nenio with Drunken Master, with Tower Shield Specialist, with Witch of the Whale, with Cleric. Zosil can be replaced with Cleric Crusader, or again, Nenya can be replaced also with whatever, with Inquisitor. When Zosil can be replaced with Inquisitor also. Nenya can be replaced with Mutation Warrior also. So mercs make this game really trivial. You take a merc and that game is over. Makes no sense to play anymore, because it will be the same what I played already. If I take instead of Nenio uh, Drunken Master or Tower Shield Specialist, it's the same that I played before. Just Wizard is in place of Nenio, and Tower Shield Wizard is in place and the Drunken Master is in place of main character. But it's the same. I never respect, because respect also makes things, of course, easier. If you respect, you also make it easier. You should be able to play with the same build. Like Pillars of Eternity 1, there was such a player, Victor Creed. He played solo. He respect 2 times. I never played Pillars 1 without respects. I started Pillars with one build and I finished Pillars with the same build. No respects and no problems. But of course, in Pillars I was Savescamming, of course. By the way, I'm not sure if you can make Pillars without reloads. I think it's impossible. I don't think Pillars probably is not doable. On WoTR, so far I reloaded 9 times in Act 1. 9 times. And you know those reloads. 6 reloads, 5 reloads, it just misclicks. It's misclicks. And 3 reloads with Minyago, yes, 3 with Miniago because I had bad tactics. When I discovered good tactics, I beaten her 3 times in a row. And one reload with was with Jesslyn, but again, it was a real one reload. That was a, let's say, it was a real reload, but it was again due to wrong tactics. Now I know how to kill Jesslyn on the first try without any problems. So, but okay, so from those 9 reloads, 4 were real reloads, 1 Jesslyn and 3 with Miniago. The remaining 5 misclicks, just like I forget to put Expeditious Retreat for Wizard, and he couldn't escape because of that, and he was killed because he just forgot to put Expeditious Retreat. So it's misclicks. Yeah. So my reloads, it's something else. For like even if you say 9, okay, let's say 9 reloads with Wizard in Act 1, I think it's, especially with those builds. What do you mean if you never spec, you miss like 70%? You miss 70% of what? Ah, you mean to test. You mean to test. Ah, but you don't need to respect to test. If you want to test, you respect, you test, but you play with your first build. Just divide game into branches. One branch is during a full run respect. It's of course, it makes things easier, of course. It depends. It depends why are you playing. It just depends why you're playing. That's what is the purpose of your playthrough. In my case, I try to play it in top difficulties just to see where are the limits, and thanks to these difficulties, I always find something new. Like I found now way to defeat Jesslyn on the first try. Last time I found the way, I thought it was a way, but now I realized it was not 100% chance. But now I have 100% chance to kill Jesslyn on the first try always. So, if I played on easy difficulties, I would have never found out how to do it. Because you always kill her. If it's hard difficulty, you always kill her. And the same with other things. Same with Miniago, for example. But okay, with Miniago, it's difficult only if you have wizard, because, for example, when I had my melee character, it was Drunken Master or Tower Shield Specialist, or it was Cleric Crusader, or it was who? Uh, Even Inquisitor. I was always defeating her on the first try, all those years. With a wizard, it didn't go because wizard is one shot. He is one shot. he doesn't have enough HP, he doesn't have enough protection at that level, and yeah, he was killed. But yeah, but now I know how to avoid it. Of course, with Minyago, it will be always chance. If you play with Wizard, it will be always some chance that you will be defeated. I would say 9 tries from 10. 9 times from 10, I will kill her, and 1 time from 10, she will succeed, I think. But at least I have now for Minyago, I have now very good algorithm. As you saw it, fight starts, I put him back from the reach of those cheer and that babao, I put back in real time. Let them go turn based, and then everything works. Or I found, for example, only in this run, because okay, I was playing with tanks, it's different story, but with Wizard, how can you tank those 4 Gambions archers? I don't know if you saw that fight. It was a really epic fight. Lan alone was tanking 4 Gambion archers, and he killed them all, while Camellia was giving him protective luck, and she was knocked down, Camellia. Then the Wizard approached, healed her, went back. Camellia stood up, continued chanting, and Lan killed the rest. Scylla wasn't even close. She wasn't participating because she's one shot. And of course, yeah, was like that. Or for example, killing the water elemental. You've seen it probably, water elemental. Wizard was tanking water elemental and Scylla killed him. So, those things you find out when you play on top difficulties. So you find out solutions. Like for Leper Smile now, I can do Leper Smile without reloads, because that's what I've done now. That will always work. Just one should be very careful. Of course, and have that helmet, have that thing, bookworm headband, to fight swarms. And I don't see other way to defeat them without reload. In Dresden, I found also ways, because in Dresden, for me, the most problematical were those shadow demon wateries. Yeah. Shadow demon wateries. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. 1, 2. Yeah. 4 shadow demon wateries. I found a way to defeat them. Like with guarantee. With guarantee. One is like a bit tricky. There is chance it can go wrong, but and then also that Vrok Watery. Vrok Watery is the boss. Is the boss of all Dresden outside, not inside but outside. Vrok's Watery. He's just a beast, so he one shots even on hard difficulty. He's extremely dangerous, even on hard difficulty. But I found the way to kill him on unfair, but it's also, it requires very precise movement, very precise planning, like those seconds and precise placing things, tactics. But I found a way. But now when you don't have tank, that's difficult. Especially, for example, if I used instead of enchantment, for example, evocation, to be much easier. because I would have given magic missiles everywhere. Everywhere I would have had magic missiles. And my favorite spell would be also magic missile. Favorite spell, you choose it here somewhere. How it's called? Favorite spell, preferable spell. And then with favorite spell, together with focus spell, those magic missiles would be quite powerful till he gets something else. And something else is Hellfire Ray. Yeah. But because he's really not a tank, it's not easy. It's not easy. And that's interesting. So I'm curious how many reloads I will have till I have finished it. And again, if I go, for example, Angel, it would be too easy. I never ever played the game with merging Angel books. I started playing with Cleric Crusader, and I went as far as to Act 3, the Winter Sun, and when I've seen how those storm bolts are killing everything, I just dropped the game. No, I went more than that. No, I went till Alushinira, yeah, till Alushinira, till Act 4, yeah. Storm bolts are no, it's not the storm bolts. I think they're called bolts of justice. Bolts of justice. They're destroying everything. And then I stopped because what's the point to play it? It's so easy. The same with Lich. When I arrived, I finished Alushinira, everything. I still have those saves. Act 5 finished. Act 4 finished. But the Lich is destroying everything also. So I imagine how powerful he becomes. And Lich and Angel with those merged books, I imagine how powerful they are when they level, when they have the end level, what is 30 levels. It's OP. It's super OP. So, but Azata could be interesting here. And maybe, I don't know, maybe Aeon, but Aeon I think would be too strange. Aeon would be more difficult. To play with Aeon would be much more difficult. Because Aeon I think becomes powerful like Mythic level 7, something like that. Not before Mythic level 7. And Aeon, I think it's for melee characters. Ideal is to have someone like Inquisitor and maybe other things also. But for spellcasters, it's Angel, it's Lich, it's Azata. Don't know about Demon. Demon probably could do as well. Okay. So let's see. What should I do? Okay, those two things we have. Maybe I will have one just in case. Maybe Vanish would be useful. That's okay. That's okay. Here, I don't know. It depends where I go. I'll see where I should go first. But confusion could work against Gargullias. Against Gargullias. Problem is only 15 feet. Still, they're quite packed. Those Gargullias are quite packed to each other. So, I think I can like catch like 4 or 5 of them. Maybe I don't know. Maybe 4 of them. It's important to confuse those. How is they called? Gargullias priests, high priests. Good. Now Zosil. Again, where could we go? We could go to Gargullias. Maybe I should go to Gargullias. So depending on where I'm going, I should select. This is necessary. So I have to buy at least 2 pearls to compensate lack of those things, because to fight Gargullias I need 6 death wards. I need 6 of them, and I have only 2. So with 2 pearls I will have 4, and then 2 death wards I can buy. But I need also freedom of movement. That's the problem. Hello, how is it going? I finished Leper Smile. So far no reloads. But Leper Smile is easy. One does 90% of everything. I'm close to level 8. Quite close. But question is how to get it. I have some ideas how to get it. There are some ideas. So now I'm deciding which spells to put, but that depends on where I go. Let's do that just in case. Out. She needs that, of course. She won't be running anywhere. Maybe that could be useful once or twice. I wanted to try if Sense Vitals works with magic missiles, but I don't think so. It doesn't. It's pity. It's pity. Then. Yeah, I keep it like that, and I keep it like that. Just Camellia. We won't be having Vrox, so it's not useful. Yeah, it's natural or weapon attack indeed. You're absolutely correct. never tried it. Don't think it will work, but din, 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 din. I keep a couple of skeletons just in case we'll have some sort of random encounter. No, no. For Gargula fight, I want to be level 8. To go for Gargulas now it's defeat. This I will use for Gargula fight. Yes, that I use. That always works with Gargulas. They have very low will, so fear will work on unfair, no doubt. Not all of them, but half of them will be feared. Half of them will be feared. That's for Gargulias. I show you now where I go. I already have a strong idea where I go. I go to very difficult place. No, I cannot fear my teammates. I cannot. Because it's a con, you see? Con. That's why. Of course, I should be careful. I should be careful because they should be positioned in. But they, when I have Garuda fight, I have already algorithm. If you watch my previous Gargula fights, I have my algorithm. They're placed in such a way that normally I will not be hitting anyone with that. But that's a must. Without fear, forget about defeating Gargulias. You need fear for Gargulias, and you need also slow spell to slow them down. She also has fear, but it's opposing school. This one, slow spell. Slow spell is a must. Slow fear, and he will use against Gargulias confusion. So those three things. But I also need level 8 because I need to have more spell slots also, especially for invisibility greater, for haste, things like that. Invisibility greater is an absolute must. No, phantasmal forget. Phantasmal, no. It's a waste. It's better to have invisibility greater than phantasmal. Because phantasmal, you need to use it 3-4 times to kill it. It's will save and it's fortitude save. Phantasmal, if you play without reloads, forget about phantasmal. If to use some spells, it's only crowd control spells or crowd hitting spells, like weird, like petrification, and like so. It should be crowd control thing, not personal spells. It depends on which mobs. On some it doesn't work, on some it works. That depends on whom. Because great invisibility makes them flat-footed. If they're flat-footed, it works. Just some mobs are immune to flat-footed due to some things, and some have other advantages. But I would say most of mobs, greater invisibility works. Okay, it's enough to think. I will buy what I wanted to buy first. It's now a lot of money spending, a lot. I already spent a lot. Only one fight. Those pearls, it's only for one fight because I need now pearls for that. They're not enough even for one fight because I need for a fight with Gargullias I need 6 Death Ward scrolls. For a fight with Lich 6. For a fight with Nulkanet, okay. For Nulkanet maybe 3 is enough. Ancient Sarkoria Ghost I need all 6. For Nabasus always, so I need 6. For Less Sarkorian beginning I also need 6 of them. So if I buy now 2 level 4 pearls, it's 32,000. Pearls don't work on Diran? Haha. Interesting. Check if they work on Ember. Maybe it's not a bug. Maybe it's because they are different type of casters. I think it's because of that. For example, pearls that also don't work on angel spells and so on. And the problem here, I have 70,000. If I buy 2 of them, oh shit, 1, 2. If I buy 2 of them, I'm already like half. But I need 6 of them because I don't need. Yes, I don't need only. I mean, I need not only Death Ward, but also freedom of movement things. So ideally, I would need 4 pearls. And even 4 pearls will not solve the problem. Because I can have 6 Death Wards, but I still have to buy freedom of movement scrolls. Especially for maybe, but I don't have money for that. I am not cheating with Toy Box, because in Toy Box you can add as money as you want, as much money as you want, and buy everything you want. Otherwise, there are enough scrolls. There are more than enough. If you check here, 99, but look at the price. And I am buying 4 Pearl of Power just to get those 6 spell slots for Zosiel, for Death Ward, and I still need freedom of movement. And when I be fighting those damn, what's their name? Those damn Gargullias, in the cave. I will need also 6 freedom of movement. 99. But it doesn't help because you cannot buy them. You cannot buy them. There are no money to buy them. I buy 4 things like that. I'm out of money. I have 6,000 left. Then I buy 6 scrolls of freedom of movement. It's 4,200 gone. I have 2,000 left. And I still need to buy at least this thing. At least arachnid goggles. For LAN, because LAN is my tank. No, I don't have 70,000. I don't have them. I have 10,000. I have 6,000 left. I have 6,000. Because 70,000 minus 64,000. And I need still buy those. Because LAN is my tank. I don't have tanks, so I need to make LAN even more tanky. That's arachnid goggles. It's actually +2 to armor class. And I need it for a fight with Gargullias. Because Gargullias will be flanking him. But how can you manage without those? How can you manage without those? Okay, you can for some time you can, but you should calculate, you should count. I already told before. I need 6 death ward to fight Gargullias. I need 6 death ward to fight Lich. I need 6 death ward to fight Lesser Korean Ghost. Which Diran? First of all, he doesn't have. He doesn't have them. That's one thing. That's one thing. So, Lich, Sarkorian Ghost, Gargullias, Lesser Koreans. Again, 6 death wards. Already 24. 24 already. Then I have Maugla. Again, okay, with Maugla we can manage with 3. With Nulkanet 3 is enough. So at least 4. 4 times 6 is 24. 24 multiplied by 700. So it's, and then you count what is really cheaper. Of course, I can buy only 2 of them, for example. I can buy only 2. But then each time I need to buy 2 death wards and also like at least 3 freedom of movement. See, that's what I mean. That's where the problem is. Like, not enough money. Because you buy the ones, you buy those pearl ones. It's sort of investment. You lose, of course, a lot. You stay without money. $64,000 gone, but it's sort of investment. It's sort of investment. And then they can be also used for him, like level 4. If necessary, they can be used here. Those pearls for whatever. he can use, so we'll have like 6 of those. Camellia can use, so we'll have a lot of spike stones which are important. All comes to that money problem. And I think maybe I could go, that new DLC. Yeah, but I have to manage first what I have here. And I have greater visibility, death ward, freedom of movement. Those things are extremely important. Maybe let's compromise. I need those things. I cannot go to fight gargouilles without arachnid goggles, because they will be flanking, and they will be flanking Lan, because Lan will be tanking. Okay, let's do like that, because I need those fucking goggles anyway, I guess. Pearl of Power. Let's try like that. Okay, I was thinking too long. And now I want to go to one place. It's a very difficult place. That's that last free DLC with goblins. They're extremely tough, extremely tough. But I think I can defeat them near the bridge. At least those near the bridge, I probably can defeat. Probably. If I go there, I don't need that. How comes you didn't encounter? It's probably because you didn't download it. It's a free. It's a last DLC they made. This a free DLC, small one. I think it appeared in the end of last year, November or December last year. If you go to Steam, you can. I'm not sure about it. I'm not sure. I think you don't need to. I think if you go to Steam, you download it. It's free of charge, and then Anivia should appear and tell you that it exists. Normally, you already get it on level 2. Anivia comes and talks about it, but it also happens on level 3. I also didn't know about this DLC. So in my last Atlante run, I didn't do it in Act 2. And when I was in Act 3, I downloaded it and I did it in Act 3. So you can do it in Act 3. But in Act 2 is very difficult. It's extremely hard fight. It's extremely hard fight. Oui. Combien? 40 minutes. Ok, tu m'appelles quand tu seras, je sais pas, 20 minutes avant Tinen, ça va? Okay. Okay, bento avoir. So I think I do like that maybe. I'm preparing for those goblins. Goblins. Goblins don't have all of that. I don't know if they consider to be outsiders. Maybe because they're from another world. They're from another world, so they should be considered as outsiders. And we need the stinking cloud for those goblins. Not sure about skeletons. Goblins, it's a serious challenge. Scheiße, Scheiße, Scheiße. No, it will not work. I need resist energy communal also. Theoretically, at least something. Ah, like that. Good. Think I'm ready to go for goblins, maybe. He and I think Wolf is here. Here. $16.21. Again, this shit is bugged. It's not 18, it should be 22 here. 20 fucking 2. Not 16, you idiots. I will go for saving throws. No, but it should be 22. It shows 18. It thinks it's 18. I know it already. Hurricane bow for that fight. See, she has 20 arcana. Her arcana is 20. Okay, look. And now it strangely works. But here, okay. I hope he doesn't roll 4 or 3 or 2.
Why you?
Because I need those. Shit, fuck you, they rolled 1. Fuck you, сука, блять. Сука, блять. I need that fucking rolls. Exactly. Сука, блять, is like fucking shit. Fucking shit, it's in every movie nowadays. Fucking son. And here, сука, блять, they say that it's like a insult. But okay, who cares? So, allo, this, you see, that's where it is. It's called morbid reach. Ah, it's quite a long way there. This is morbid reach. Of course you don't have. Of course you don't have. Or maybe I could go. That's Demon Army 3. 102. Can I kill them? Cultists. Ghouls. It's quite a tough army here. Otherwise I could go to Grand Legen, but it's also not so easy. I could go to Heaven's Edge. Let's go. I will take it. I still have to join those armies. Or what? Let them flee. Good, I like such fights. Now level 3. Now Master of Maneuver. Good. That's very handy right now because I need them. And then this will go here. So should I take those or those? No. Dance with Masks, it's the last DLC. Last paid DLC. It's a big one. It's DLC number 6. And that is DLC number 7. If you see what I mean. It's DLC number 7. Which is free of charge, and that's small DLC. It's not a big one. It's a small one. Okay, let's go because I want to take those goblins. Let them flee. Oh, it was easy one. That was easy one. That demon army is really tough one. We cannot go for it. It would destroy us completely. But it's easy, just download it. Get to Steam, download it, easy, free of charge. It's nice sympathetic small DLC, and you have some nice items. Of course, if you are level 3, maybe it's not so nice, but still you have some item. I will not spoil it, but there is one not bad item. It would be very good to have it now. If I could defeat them now, I would get this item now. I can defeat them, but with a lot of reloads, I'm afraid. Maybe on level 9 it would be safe. On level 7 I can defeat part of them. No. What do you mean 16 billion accounts? 16 billion accounts where I will search, but how is it possible? 16 billion. Are there so many accounts? Where? Maybe million. Yeah, exactly. That's it. That's it. So 16 billion. No, you cannot have 16 billion accounts because people have often have several accounts, maybe 20 accounts in different applications. So theoretically you can have, but in American English, billion is a million. So actually it's 16 million. But 16 million is also a lot. No. That's true. That's true. Ask Nani. Ask Nani. There is difference. There is a difference. Million is called billion. You can Google it about billion and million. Milliard. In America, they also, in America I heard and I read and I witnessed, they also call sometimes million a billion. Just a million. Normally billion is what Nanny wrote. It's 1,000 millions. That's true because I personally heard and read Americans using billion when they wanted to say million. So it's probably not enough education or lack of education. That's true. I'm always saying true. That's true. You can even find it in there are even discussions between Americans online. What is million? What is billion? And part of Americans call million a billion, probably due to education. Maybe there are some local traditions. I don't know. So maybe person who wrote this article was not really good educated. Yes. But I tell you, there is a confusion in America about million and billion. Don't give me official articles. Who cares about what is official? Reality, that's what matters. People nowadays are not very educated, so there are a lot of uneducated journalists and whatever. Someone who wrote it, so for him billion was, for him million was billion. That's all. Okay, you can see from the name, have been hacked.com. have been hacked.com. I don't think people who wrote it, they know difference between million and billion. But they definitely meant millions, because 16 billion accounts, it's impossible. It's just impossible. Okay, I cannot proceed here. $16 billion bots? I understand there are bots. Like, I don't know, maybe Facebook has like 40% of bots and so on, but 16 billion bots. Yes, of course, but 16 billion bots? From those 8 billions, you think everyone is using internet? No, not every one of us. I'm pretty sure half of those 8 billions don't use internet and don't have any accounts. Maybe 3 billion people having accounts. Maybe 3 billion, maybe 2 billion. Even if you take different platforms. But also, who would hack different platforms? I mean, you hack mostly, if it's hacked on one platform. They're hacking accounts from one platform. But who would hack in all the platforms? It's also impossible. Yes, but not 16 billion. Not 16 billion. So I can't continue because army cannot go, and I have to go back, and it means and take one more rest. That's it. To speed up the time. No, technically it could be. I would be surprised if one day all the accounts which exist will be hacked and deleted, and all the internet disappears and computers burn and so on. Everything can happen, but it was a comprehensive cyber attack. A comprehensive cyber attack. No, everything can be hacked, of course, everything, but question is if again it shows 16 when it's 20. Now it's 22. Yeah.
You are a child. You don't belong in this war.
So you're an adult? War doesn't pick and choose its victims.
Okay, I have to go to another city to pick up a friend who's coming to stay for a couple of days with his family, so we'll continue next time. But that's the plan. My plan is to go to that goblin place, which is probably the hardest location so far. So far, it's the hardest location there. It's worse than Gargullias. But I hope I can beat half of the mobs there, and those in caves, I'm not sure. Anyway, thank you for talking, for giving your priceless advices, and we'll talk later. I don't know when.